On Ethics, 1868. Scoffener's Ethics is often criticized for not having the form of an imperative. What the philosophers call character is an incurable disease. An imperative ethics is one that deals with the symptoms of disease, having the faith while it fights them. That it is getting rid of the real origin, the basic evil. Anyone who would base practical ethics on aesthetics would be like a physician who would fight only those symptoms which are ugly and offend good taste. Philosophically viewed, it makes no difference whether a character expresses itself or whether its expressions are kept back. Not only the thought, but the disposition already makes the murderer. He is guilty without any deed. On the other hand, there is an ethical aristocracy just as there is a spiritual one. One cannot enter it by receiving a title or by marriage. In what way, then, are education, popular instruction, casteism justified and even necessary? The unchangeable character is influenced in its expressions by its environment and education, not in its essence. A popular ethics, therefore, wants to suppress bad expressions as far as possible, for the sake of the general welfare. An undertaking that is strikingly similar to the police. The means for this is a religion with rewards and punishments, for the expressions alone matter. Therefore, the casteism can say, "Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not curse," etc. Nonsensical, however, is an imperative: be good, as well as be wise or be talented. The general welfare is not the sphere of truth, for truth demands to be declared even if it is ugly and unethical. If we admit, for example, the truth of the doctrine of Scoffener, but also of Christianity concerning the redemptive power of suffering, then it becomes regard for the general welfare. Not only not to lessen suffering, but perhaps even to increase it. Not only for oneself, but also for others. Pushed to this limit, practical ethics becomes ugly. Even consistent cruelty to human beings. Similarly, the effect of Christianity is unnerving when it commands respect for every kind of magistrate, etc., as well as acceptance of all suffering without any attempt at resistance. Note, 1870 to 71. A state that cannot attain its ultimate goal usually swells to an unnaturally large size. The worldwide empire of the Romans is nothing sublime compared to Athens. The strength that really should go into the flower here remains in the leaves and stem, which flourish. Alright, that's all I'm going to say. Thanks. See you next week. maybe